Oh my
He's
God.
a good guy. He's trying to get me to freak out like Ed. But I'm not
He is
sure.
Ed.
But I'm not sure.
But I ain't the voice.
I'm not sure!
How's it going, everyone? It is PC, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel, leave a like, comment, and share this video wherever you can. I would appreciate that very, very much. So yesterday, MatPat from Game Theory finally gave his response to the Scott Cawthon situation. And to be quite honest with you guys, it's not a bad video. And I agree with most of what MatPat said. Now, there are a lot of good points that he makes in this video, and I don't want to cover all of them. So I'm going to cover the most important ones that I think should be discussed in this video. So I'm going to show you guys some clips of MatPat's video, and then we'll discuss each take as we go along here.
Anyway, I don't say all this to make excuses or try to defend myself by wrapping up in a rainbow flag. Actually, coming off of Pride Month, it actually bothers me how so many companies just use identity politics to be trendier, try to sell more merch. It feels more like clout chasing to me, rather than, you know, actual stances on things.
Holy fuck, something we actually agree on. And I'm honestly glad that you don't use this as an excuse like most YouTubers do. Like,
oh look guys, I support the LGBTQ plus community. Look, I have the gay flag. I have all these flags. I support LGBTQ plus.
That comes off as fake as fuck. And I'm honestly glad that people like MatPat are calling this shit out, because all this pandering and clout chasing over the LGBTQ plus community and Pride Month, it only does a huge disservice to the LGBTQ plus community, and it muddies their message, especially when you have corporations that do not give a fuck about LGBTQ plus people and just want to make money off of them. So I'm honestly glad that MatPat is calling these companies out, and it's a damn shame that you don't see a lot of big YouTubers doing this.
I will still be covering and supporting FNAF as a franchise. Just like Game Theory has become so much more than just me sitting in my closet nerding out every week, and is now a collaboration of creative people coming from all different walks of life, Five Nights at Freddy's is much more than just a single guy living in Texas. Scott's just a figurehead, a visual shorthand to represent everyone who is now instrumental to the running of this franchise. All the authors and illustrators of the books, other game developers, merch companies, the Fazbear spin-off universe of fan games, each employing dozens of people who use the franchise as their launch pad for their livelihoods, or as their own personal creative outlets.
And he is absolutely right when he says that there is more to this franchise than just Scott Cawthon. Yes, Scott Cawthon is the overseer and the instrumental to this franchise, yet there is plenty of other creators that have made other things like books, toys, fan games. The FNAF franchise has become much more than just an indie game made by one creator. It's become a huge machine with more cogs in it than you could turn. So MatPat is essentially saying that there's more to this franchise than just supporting the creator Scott Cawthon. It's also about supporting the FNAF community, as well as supporting the other creators that put their hard work into this franchise. So there's nothing wrong with supporting FNAF, even though you disagree with what Scott Cawthon believes in. Which brings us to another good point that MatPat makes.
But aren't I, by supporting the series, contributing to Scott's income, and thereby what he chooses to do with that, you might ask? And yeah, you probably are, sadly. And that's just a choice that everyone's gonna have to make based on their own personal criteria. To me, the good of supporting the community around the franchise and the jobs that it creates is worth whatever minor impact that Scott may be able to enact in the political sphere, which is an issue we'll be getting to in a second. Because here's the thing, friends, this sort of dilemma applies to pretty much any major company that you talk about. There are good people and bad people pretty much everywhere, and not even that extreme. There are just people that you agree with and people that you disagree with everywhere.
And MatPat is absolutely right. There are people that we disagree with and agree with in all walks of life. I mean, there is a lot of creators that I would not want to support, but it would be shameful of me to leave myself out of something that I enjoy just because I disagree with that creator. Now, one of the examples that MatPat gives in this video is J.K. Rowling, which no one can deny the fact that she is the author of Harry Potter. Yet people are allowed to disagree with her stances on trans people, which they are awful stances. And I can understand not supporting people like her, which if you continue to support Harry Potter, then there's just no avoiding it. Whether you choose to give up that thing that you love for your political stance or not, that is a choice that you have to make for yourself.
And if LGBT rights are something very important to you and you think Scott is dangerous to those, then him stepping down from the franchise and removing himself from social media dismantles a lot of the things that could make him dangerous moving forward. So you can always weigh that into your consideration of how you're going to view the overall franchise. Again, where you choose to draw that line is absolutely your choice and your choice alone. I'm just taking you through my week of soul searching and all the factors.
In all honesty, I'm actually glad that MatPat took his time with this response, because I'm agreeing with everything that he is saying. Nothing he is saying comes off as condescending or anything like that. His points come off as articulate, and the way he speaks and everything. I've always admired MatPat for his presentation, and it's a really good video for you guys to sit down and watch. Maybe not necessarily agree with everything that he says, but to listen to someone else's take on this whole entire matter and coming to your own decision. Now, there is more to this video, but I'd rather you guys go watch the video yourself and come to your own decision. The link for this video will, of course, be in the description below, but nevertheless, I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section. Also, make sure you hit that subscriber button as well as hit that bell notification so that way you'll be notified when my next video goes up. But nevertheless, that's really all I have to say. And also, tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be doing my birthday live stream where I'll be continuing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. And yes, today is my birthday. I turned 29 years old and I am looking forward to celebrating that with you all. Anyways, this has been PC signing out. I'll see you guys later tonight.